What's up, everybody? It's Mick Manhattan, and this is the Scene Snobs channel. I am bringing to you every Monday the replay marathon, where we show all of last week's shows right in sequential order down the line. You can watch them all throughout the Monday and stay entertained. So make sure you're checking us out on the Facebook page every Monday, starting at 9 a.m. All right, thanks, everybody. And if you missed any of the shows, make sure you head over to thescenesnobs.com, where we have links to everything. Take care. What's going on, everybody? It's the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan, and I'm here to tell you guys about thescenesnobs.com. We're a channel of variety, comedy, entertainment, geek-related, sports, the whole nine yards. We cover almost every genre. We have so many great shows to choose from. We have shows like the Scene Snobs Podcast, BTB Podcast, The Guapo Show, the Sports Snobs Podcast, the PVD Cast, Jeff Dwoskin presents Crossing the Streams, the Three Geeks Podcast, the Fandom Effect. We probably have the only Matlock-based podcast called Matt Talk, and we're introducing new shows all the time. We have new shows coming up like the Ear Hustling Podcast, Carpool Shenanigans, and of course, From Some Nobodies, Twitching Upstream, and Talking Upstream. So come on, check out thescenesnobs.com, enjoy it, and please leave feedback. Like, follow, subscribe us, and just let us know what you think. We love to have all the interaction. So I, again, am the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. Check out thescenesnobs.com. You can follow us anywhere on social media at The Scene Snob, and we will talk to you guys soon. Take care. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the showcase. I am Mick Manhattan, Scene Snob, and back with me again, I brought Ryan to talk about a very special movie we've talked about in the past, and I support fully, and that's Mount Skylight. He is now raising funds for it. It's gearing up. It's going to be shooting soon, and we want to talk a little bit about it and hopefully incorporate you guys. So, Ryan, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so great to be back. I was really happy with how the last one went. So, and you and I have obviously kept in contact. Great input on what we're doing. So I really thank you for having me back.
Absolutely. And, I'm so glad that you could come back on. I love what you're doing. Now, with Mount Skylight, that started out as a short, and now it's going to be a feature. You got something big going on here, and it's 100% funded in Virginia.
Correct. Not just funded. So our big pitch with it is we're trying to show to the state legislature and the studios why filming in Virginia is so beneficial. I'm working on a TV series right now, and I can tell you how much money, it is insane how much money we pour into the local economy each day. So our big pledge with this is that we're hiring only Virginian cast and crew. We're shooting entirely in Virginia, specifically Delaplane, Warrenton, Woodstock, and Winchester. And then our pledge is that all of our expenses during production will benefit Virginian businesses and institutions. And we're confident that if we do this in the right way, and we can demonstrate to state legislators, this is how much we put into the local economy, and this is what we made Virginia look like in our film, that'll start giving them more incentive to start raising the film incentives in this state. And already it's looking pretty good, like we're going to be able to do that.
And that's the one thing I love. A lot of filmmakers will go to different states, especially when you see them, coming out of LA, stuff like that. I mean, look at all the hotspots we've had over the years. It's Vancouver, Georgia, Atlanta was a big one, I should say. New Mexico, Albuquerque is a big one right now. But Virginia has such listen, I don't want to get it sound like a commercial for it's Virginia, but we both live here and we both love it. And there's a reason why. And I've often said, films could benefit to be here. And
Absolutely. And you look at states like you brought up Georgia. Georgia's a good example because, as I was talking about, state studios look at productions not just because of locations, or look at states not just because of locations, but because of the incentives that the state grants them. And you look at a state like Georgia. Georgia, their return each year is 11 times the amount the state puts in for the incentives. Virginia's is 93 times the amount. The difference is Georgia spends $800 million a year on film incentives, and Virginia spends $9 million. So there is clearly a lot of untapped potential there that we can start figuring out. And if the economic impact is so beneficial, I don't see any reason to do it. I mean, with everything going on right now, there's a lot of of reason to start helping the economy, and we want to take the charge and helping as much as we can to start out.
So now incentives, a lot of filmmakers would know what you were talking about, but for some people who don't, I would love to kind of go over and, if you will, explain what a state incentive is for filmmaking.
Absolutely. And it's good to talk about this for Virginia filmmakers who are interested in general moving forward, because I have some things I could talk about there. I'm talking about tax reimbursements for larger productions. For instance, the Virginia Film Office, which is doing extraordinary work getting productions here, they've always been very gracious to us in helping us out. They're in charge of getting those incentives and allocating the productions. And any production over $250,000, if it shoots in Virginia, such as a studio or an independent production company, if they shoot in Virginia and their production is over $250K, they can get a tax reimbursement up to a certain amount. Anything under that can get a film reimbursement, a grant from the Virginia Film Office of about 10 to 20%. So we're planning on applying to that soon and hopefully getting some funding from that as well, which would come after production. But that's a really good way of being able to demonstrate why filmmaking can be beneficial and economically feasible. So I don't see any reason that we shouldn't at least bump it up a little bit. And we're talking to delegates and state senators already to make that happen. But in order to do that, in order for productions to shoot here, they want to see a tax reimbursement. They want to see some money come into the production.
Yeah, and one thing, I think a lot of things that kind of go over even indie filmmakers' heads, and I'm glad that you're touching down on it. And it shines to what type of producer you are, and that's a great thing. Is how important it is to connect with the state that you're filming in. And I love that you're working with the Film Commission. I love that you're working with the state. You're trying to get this built up. And because incentives are important. You want to bring that type of economy, like you said, in here, and it's a huge state with a lot to offer, so why not?
Absolutely. And you're in Winchester, right?
Yeah,
exactly. So there you go. I mean, the amount of businesses in Winchester alone that we're trying to support here. I mean, look at the Hideaway Cafe in Winchester. You look at Bonnie Blue Southern Kitchen, Mountain Trails, the hiking shop. Like, we are talking to all these businesses, and we want to get them involved. They can help us out too, but we're trying to make this very much mutually beneficial, and then give a breakdown to the film office. Hey, here, and the state legislators, here's how we spent the money in the state. Here's how it can be beneficial.
Yeah. So now, now going into, like, just to get into the filming side of things, you said you're filming in quite a few different locations, and they are pretty spread apart in the state. What's so for you? What's going to be the most challenging thing? With the locations, like is all the crew going to travel with you? How long are you looking to shoot?
This is fun. Now, I'm going to give a really cool shout out here because we just kind of sealed the deal with this. I'm not sure if I've told you about this yet, but we, like you said, you have Winchester right there, you have Warrenton down there, Woodstock, and they're not too spread out, but you definitely want to keep a centralized location for us to be lodged in. And when you're doing that, you want to figure out what's the best place to stay. Now, obviously, we're going to obey all COVID protocols. We're going to get tested. If the vaccine's available, it's for everybody. We're going to make sure everyone's vaccinated. But once we get that done, we're actually staying with these two people, Carl and Donna Henriksen. They own the Little Washington Winery out of essentially their castle in Washington, Virginia, and they have been gracious enough to let us stay there. And it's really amazing. It is incredibly generous of them. It's a wonderful donation of their place to us. So it's going to be a little bit of a drive some places, but it's better than driving, 2 to 3 hours to one location compared to 45 minutes to one. So we've definitely lucked out with that centralized location.
Oh, 100%. And yeah, the one thing I really like, and we've had this conversation, even off of camera, because I was a producer for a long time, and I love talking to you because you have the mind. You are a producer through and through, and it's always just fun to talk to other producers about this because this is the fun side of it for us.
Absolutely.
So for you, again, is it like being able to connect with all of these people, especially in your home state of Virginia, and somebody like the Hendricksons helping you guys out and donating their essentially their whole place for you guys. What's that like? How do you get in contact with people? How do you go about it? For anybody starting out.
Well, yeah, because I've had a lot of people since I've talked to them about businesses that are helping us or businesses we're helping. They go, wow, you really lucked out getting in contact with them. Look, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it wasn't luck. I've literally been going county by county, researching the businesses and business owners of every single business in each county. And when people say every single business, I mean consulting firms, restaurants, law firms. I'm going down the list.
Nice.
And contacting I think I'm 5,000 to 6,000 businesses in now. That's how I'm doing it. It has been a lot of work. It has been months of work, but it's proven to be very beneficial and really helped us out get those connections that we want. Even if they're not able to donate something or invest in the film or whatever, that they're interested in the film now. So, I reached out to one of the heads of a local Shenandoah company to see if they'd be interested in investing. And they said, not really right now, but we have a lot of people. If you're looking for towns to shoot in, we're in contact with a lot of the counties. And Shenandoah County reached out to us and said they'd waive all our permit and police fees to shoot in Woodstock, Virginia. So there you go. It all depends. Like my whole thing is, I read this in Hardball by Chris Matthews, the book. It's not who you know, it's who you get to know. And that's what I've been really working on. No one's blessed. I mean, it's very rare that someone's blessed with all these amazing connections. It's all about building those connections.
And I think that, yeah, that's a great attitude to have. And, anybody watching, like, if you are putting together a film or any type of project like that, really get out there. I mean, look at what Ryan did, like almost 5,000, people he had to talk to. He had to beat his feet, hoof it just to get there. And he did that. And it's look at everything that's coming through with it. And that's how you gain this stuff. So that's awesome, man. I'm very happy for you. So
absolutely.
So one thing I did want to talk about, you have a campaign coming up, this t-shirt campaign. Don't worry, as long as you have size 10, I will definitely be buying one. Or if you don't, I'll make sure my wife wears it.
We'll make sure there's one for you.
I appreciate that, but I am super excited. The t-shirts look pretty cool from the pictures I saw. And for anybody, like, it's right down below. We're going to have a link on the Scene Snobs so you can go and support, but it's also got the Facebook campaign. It's starting when? If you could tell us about it a little bit more.
We will be launching on Friday at noon. So this will be running for a month. Basically, we were buying our shirts through, people could buy their shirts through our website, and then we would order them from Custom Ink and then send them out. Custom Ink hit us up during COVID and said, look, we're trying to help businesses out, or, campaigns out right now. So what they've offered to do is anyone who goes to that link and support and goes to the event page, we'll post a link to the Custom Ink site. They can go directly to the site, order the shirt, and the shirt will be shipped to them. And it's a really good situation. So we're really excited to make that happen. And we'll be launching at noon. We're going to have a few events coming up to help promote, but also to get involved. One of the best bands in Virginia is a jam band called Kendell Street Company. And I highly recommend everyone looks them up. They're absolutely wonderful. And they're having a safe, socially distanced concert on the last Friday of every month, starting Friday. So they're offering us a cut of the ticket sales for that. And we're also going to be promoting the shirts there. And then the week after that, so next Thursday, February 4th, we've actually partnered with a local amazing nonprofit called Sarah of Virginia, which stands for Substance Abuse and Addiction Recovery Alliance. And we'll be launching that partnership with a live reading, virtual reading of a few scenes from Mount Skylight on Thursday, February 4th, followed by a panel to discuss substance use disorder in the age of COVID. So we have a lot going on right now, and we're launching this campaign on Friday, and we're really hoping that people can contribute. We're also getting 5% of our proceeds from this campaign to Sarah of Virginia, so they can help people who are really struggling with substance abuse right now, or looking for that recovery or in recovery themselves.
I love that. I mean, because now you're also giving back to charitable organizations, and that's shining a light there. So that's fantastic. Oh man, it's so great, and that's what it's all about. It's like building this community, and you're doing a wonderful job with that.
Thank you.
One thing I definitely want to make sure everybody knows is that this video is going to be playing out throughout the month, so you guys know what's kind of going on, and you can support Mount Skylight. So links will be up on the scenes now, so you can help out with everything going on, and you can be aware. Make sure you go check them out, follow their stuff. I'll have their social media up there as well. And we will be pushing it on our social media. So we're very supportive of you guys. I love what you guys are doing. I would love to have you all on the show whenever you guys get a chance and you have some down, because I know it's going to be hectic for a little while, but let's get you guys all on the show and talk about it really once you guys are slowed down a little bit and you have some time to do it. Always, we're here to promote and support you guys. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, we got to get like a group panel going where you get to ask all of us questions. I'm more than down for that. So absolutely. And just if anyone's in Richmond or lives in Richmond or will be in Richmond on Friday, it'll be 7:00 at River City Roll will be the concert that we're going to be supporting.
All right. Now we'll make sure that is in the descriptions, and we will be posting that with any links that coincide with it, just so that way you guys know where everything is. So head out to Richmond on Friday. Go be socially distanced, listen to some good music, and support the great cause.
Absolutely.
All
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, Ryan. Thank you. It's always a pleasure talking to you, my friend. So I will talk to you soon. I cannot wait to hear more about what happens, and I will be watching along the way, man.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure talking with you too.
Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys soon. So this will be running throughout the month along with the campaign. Remember to go over to thescenesnobs.com. We'll have links on there, and then you can definitely go buy a T-shirt and support. So take care, everybody. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. This is actually me, live Mick. I just wanted to let you know that it is live right now. It's like a quiet link that's out. It does go out official on Friday, but you can go to thescenesnobs.com now and order the T-shirt if you want to support Mount Skylight. 7:30, less than 20 minutes away. We will be live. Tim from Focused on Forward and
tonight we turn to someone who is standing by.
So Focused on Forward podcast and Funny Science Fiction will be joining us on the BTB podcast. So tune in for that. And then remember, 9:30 p.m. we have Jeff Dwoskin Presents Crossing the Streams. Thanks very much, everybody, and I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. And that's our show, everybody. Thanks for listening. I am Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob. We always appreciate you guys tuning in and commenting along and everything else. Go check out this show or any of our other shows on thescenesnobs.com. Thescenesnobs.com. We love you. You guys are awesome. And if you would like, follow and subscribe to our social media. That really helps us go a long way. And please spread the word. Tell your friends. Have them come in. We love feedback and everything else. So everybody, you have a great day. Again, thanks for listening. Thescenesnobs.com. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.